Good morning, team. Welcome to day 317 of the 5 a.m. Squat Club. This is the place where busy dads get together and rebuild their lives. We prime our minds early before our kids get up. We move our bodies with intensity, and then we take action, maybe the most important step towards our most important goals so that we live the lives that we're proud of. So join us every morning in the 5 a.m. Squat Club if you want to step up your life. Step one, before we move our bodies this morning, is going to be choose our first thoughts, prime our minds so that we're not chasing default stimuli. Let's go. So step one here, we're going to get into what we call a paleo squat position. And don't skip this just because it's uncomfortable or it sounds woo-woo. This is important. So first thing, you get into a squat, hips, feet under the hips, heels on the ground. If you feel like you're going to fall over, grab yourself something to hold on to out in front there as a counterbalance. And while we're here, we're going to do what we call mental reps. If you look at the bottom of the screen there, they're written up. But while we're doing that, we're going to do a 4-second inhale, 4-second hold, 4-second exhale, 4-second hold, aka box breath. You can watch the animation on the right side of the screen to follow along. Let's get going. So first one is I am responsible, and that's just taking ownership and accountability of my life, not expecting someone else to come do it for me. And if something goes awry, taking responsibility. It's on me. I'm in charge of my life. I'm in charge of the outcomes. If I want something, it's up to me. Next is I will make time between stimulus and response. I want to make sure that I'm giving a calculated answer or response to any situation as opposed to a reactive one. So if I can take a moment between the stimulus coming in and what's coming out of me, I'm going to give a better, more proud response. Next is I have all I need to succeed today and will focus on progress over perfection. I think a lot of people don't start because they see their end goal as overwhelming and they think if I don't do it perfectly, it's not right, so they don't start at all. But if you just focus on the first step or the step that you can take today, you'll recognize that you have all the tools, and taking that step will give you the tools to take the next step, and those skills will give you the skills to take the next step, and so on and so forth until your goals are realized. And then the last one is I choose gratitude. I need to focus on seeing the positive things that are already in my life so that I can become aware of more of them. If I only look for negative, I'm only going to see negative, and as a result, be pretty unhappy. So we start every morning with these mental reps because I want to check in. I want to make sure I'm starting my day without just running around and not having any control of my thoughts. So this is step one. Step two is to start moving the body. So good morning, team. Let's get after it. So the first movement that we like to do here every morning, once we've gotten up out of bed, is to make sure that we can get up off the floor. So what we're looking at here is just going to be 2 minutes of getting down on the ground. You can walk it down or hop it down, but get all the way, and then getting back up. Take a little celebration with a hop and a clap at the top, and just move. We're gonna go 2 minutes here. You can go slow to start, you can speed it up as you go. Just step one in turning on the body, right? We're trying to elevate the heart rate a little bit, lubricate the joints, increase the body temperature, just nice and steadily ramp up for intensity. The reason why we use this movement is it's functional and effective and useful for real life. It also does a great job of warming up the body. And as a busy parent, it's efficient. All right, I'm going to get a good deal of work done here in a short amount of time so that I can get to the other things that are important in my life. Instead of being slow and inefficient and taking 2 hours in the gym, we're going to get this done in about 45 minutes, 2 workouts, and then we'll take action on our goals afterwards. So 50 seconds, keep moving the body. Good morning, team. Mr. Terry, Jody, Talia, how are we feeling this morning? What day is this for you? And how are we doing with our goals? What time did you go to bed? How many days is this? And how are we doing with our goals? This is day 317 of the 5 a.m. Squat Club in a row, every day. And I got to bed just after 9 last night, so a little bit late for me, but we're good to go. Today is the last week of the CrossFit Games Open this year. It's gonna be a tough workout though. Whew, all right. Next step, we're gonna get into the warm up on the screen there. We're gonna start with a jumping jack, but if you don't like jumping first thing in the morning, just start up with a nice tall march. Otherwise, we're gonna go 15 to 20 jumping jacks, taking the hands from overhead to behind your back. This morning we've got some machine intervals for our conditioning. If you don't have a machine, don't worry. There are options. And then we're gonna do some weightlifting work as an EMOM afterwards. Power, snatch, and snatch. So full session here. Get the body ready, and we'll get after it. Next, we're gonna go with an inchworm. So set the feet in a wider stance in your squat stance, bring the hands to the floor, and just walk yourself out until you're in a nice tight plank position, and then walk it back up, stand in between. Really try to focus on getting in a nice tight squeeze here, the butt squeeze, ab squeeze, legs squeezed. Create a nice straight line with the body before you come back. We'll get at least 5 here. Whew. Let me know in the comments what your limitations are, what your struggles are. Why aren't you where you want to be? You don't have enough time? You're not defined your goals? Or have you just given up? All right, from there, we're gonna swing a leg so you can support yourself on the wall if you'd like. We're looking for 10 cycles at least here per side. Not going crazy with the range of motion. Just getting a hip flexor stretch when the leg is behind you and a little hamstring stretch when it's out in front. Nothing crazy. Focus on the breathing the whole time. You could try to keep it nice and steady in the nose, out the mouth, or just try to keep it steady in general. Good morning, Megan. How are we doing this morning? What time do we get to bed? Woo. A little cracking in the hip here. We're gonna be getting on the Echo bike. Megan, you can join us. Warm up for 26.3, if that's today. Woo. All right, next, we'll come down onto the floor into our plank position. And then from there, take one step out front outside the hands, and you're gonna take the elbow that's closest to that bent knee, work it down towards the floor as close as you can, and then reach towards the ceiling. We'll get at least 5 cycles there. Kind of increasing range of motion as you go. Megan says 26.3 is gonna be a doozy. I agree, it's just gonna be painful. 16-minute AMRAP of discomfort. Megan says 840-ish, 8 out of 10. It's a good start to the day. Are you doing that workout today, Megan, or is that later this weekend? Jody, Talia, how are we feeling this morning? Switch sides if you haven't already. I don't know if I got 5 there or not. We're not counting. Feel free to get more reps, obviously, in any one of these warm-up movements. Oh, good morning, hips. Jody, Eminem, good morning. Doing it live tomorrow morning on Glinton's, all right? Tomorrow's Saturday, I might be able to catch that. We'll see. Make sure you hang out to the end today. Got some unusual clips, or at least one unusual clip for you today. All right, from there, we're gonna come to our squat stance, our passive squat stance at least, feet underneath the hips, maybe a little wider, and then just relax down into it. From there, we're gonna take our hands and wrap them around our big toes, take the elbows inside the knees, press them out, and then pull the chest up tall. 7:30-ish, ooh, I might see it. Pull the chest up proud, press the knees out. Take a breath there, and then drop the chin, drop the chest, raise the hips. Woo! You're gonna feel some hamstring tension there. Try to keep the chest against the thighs. Maintain that contact. Pull the chest up tall on the bottom. And then reverse. One more warm-up movement after this guy. And then we're gonna get moving on the bike today. My favorite. Getting ready for some thrusters later today. Maybe one more here. Nice and proud at the bottom. And then drive them up. All right, from there, last warm-up piece before we talk about the workout. We're gonna grab our PVC stick here. You could use a broomstick or a hockey stick, or whatever you got at your disposal. Take it out to a nice wide grip such that the arms are straight while the bar, is sitting in the hip crease. Woo. And then take that thing overhead and work it down behind you. So you're just gonna go from overhead to in line with the shoulders behind the body. That's where you're gonna find the most tension. You could even just hang out there, move up and down. If you find that this is too tight, right, if the elbows wanna bend here, just widen out the grip a little bit and just move up and down through that range. We're gonna take this into an overhead squat in a minute here because we are gonna be snatching today, so we might as well prep that. Shoulders are a little tight there. So what you can do from there is take that thing straight up overhead with that same grip. Set the feet underneath shoulder width or your squat stance, maybe a slight turnout. Send the hips back and down, ideally till we get the hips below the level of the knee, and then stand it back up. If that stick is coming forward as you squat, be sure to keep it back in line with your feet as you go. So you can think about a slight hinge and then a squat in order to keep that bar over your midfoot, not over your head. Couple more here, and we'll do our intro. If you're not feeling warm yet, keep going. Feel free to hop on the machine and warm up a little bit. We'll do our intro, and then we'll talk about that EMOM. I need some water though. Eminem, who's the real Slim Shady? Natalia, feeling great, coach, thanks. How's you? Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm a little nervous about that workout later today, but otherwise, pretty good. All right. Actually, wait. What is on? Being fit isn't just about strength. It's not just about cardio either. Today, we're training both sides of the equation. We've got an endurance piece where we're gonna go with some intervals on the machine that's gonna build your cardio capacity. Then we're picking up a barbell and getting into a power snatch and snatch EMOM. It's gonna build power, flexibility, speed, agility, accuracy, balance, strength, all of the above. If you're brand new, don't worry, I've got scaling options for everybody. Let's get it started. Okay. As I was saying, 2 pieces today. The first one, simple. We're gonna go 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest, 10 times through, and it's just gonna be on your machine. So if you have a a treadmill or a rower or a C2 bike or an Echo bike, which I've got, treadmill, anything like that, that's what you're gonna use. If you don't have a machine, you're gonna go burpees. So all the way to the floor, all the way up, leave the ground, celebrate the top. And the goal is just work hard for 30 seconds, take it easy for 30 seconds, and we're gonna go 10 rounds of that. So let's go ahead and get that set up. And then we're gonna get started in a minute here. So you'll see I've got the Echo bike, so get your machine set up. I'm gonna move the clock so you can see it. I should have done this before. So just get your machine set up. If you're already set up, consider hitting the thumbs up button, hitting some reactions. I may not be able to see you all during this, but there we go. All right, so you can see the workout is up on that smaller screen. There you go, you can see the time. All right, team. Simple here, going 30 seconds, moderate to hard effort, and 30 seconds nice and easy. Let's go, do 10 rounds. Nope, that's not it. We'll get there. 0, 3, yeah. 0, 3. All right, we're good to go here, team. All right, I'm not going to necessarily be able to see the chat so well until we do our next piece. So, good luck, team. Work hard on those 30s. Rest hard on the other 30s. Is that pretty clear up there? All right. Let's do this. 10 seconds, team. 30 on, 30 off. 3, 2, 1, go. And 3, 2, 1, rest. I don't know if that's better. It's better. All right, round 2. 10 seconds. You got 10 of these. 3, 2, 1, go. Ten. 3, 2, 1. $20. 10. 8 to go. 3, 2, 1, go. $15. 10. 3, 2, 1. What's that, 3 down? 20 seconds. Focus on your breathing. 5, 3, 2, 1, go. $20, 15, 10, 3, 2, 1, 4 down. Ten seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1, go. $15, 10, 3, 2, 1. I think that's halfway. How we doing, team? Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. $15, 3, 2, 1. 4 to go. 6 down. $10. 3, 2, 1, go. $10. 3, 2, 1. 3 more. $10. 5, 3, 2, 1, go. $15. 10, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Ten. 3, 2, 1, go. Second last one. Ten. 3, 2, 1. One more. Okay. 10. Last one. 3, 2, 1, go. $20. 15. 10. 3, 2, 1. Good job, team. Oh, all right. Good job, team. Walk around, catch your breath. Whew. Oh man, great job. Hopefully we went hard during those 30s. Whew. I'm feeling it. 67 calories, awesome, Jody. I think I was 95. All right, let's talk about this. Whew. So now we've got is our weightlifting Friday session. Obviously, Olympic weightlifting is a fantastic way to build power, speed, accuracy, flexibility, balance, strength, all the above. And oftentimes people think that it's only for high-level athletes. But the snatch can be scaled to any level and should be practiced by everybody for those reasons. So if you're new to the snatch, this is barbell for today. Your PVC, we can learn all the technique with this without much risk at all. So nice wide grip on the stick or on the bar. Should be sitting basically right in the hip crease with a straight arm. And ideally what you're gonna use is called the hook grip. Thumb goes around first, and then the fingers wrap around the thumb, and that's your grip for your clean and your snatch. So our complex today, we're gonna go every minute on the minute for 10 minutes of a power snatch, and just said snatch or a full snatch. So something like so. So let's take the stick, we'll go through a little progression here, and then we'll get into it. So first thing, we're gonna start with the bar right in the hip crease. You're gonna bend at the hips, drive the legs and pull. Dip, drive, pull. Let the legs do the work, and then finish with the arms. From there, we're gonna do the same thing, but from the knee. So I'm gonna come down to the knee, keeping that barbell against the body, keeping my spine neutral, come back into the hip, drive and pull. I wanna make sure that I'm coming right through that hip crease, making contact with the legs before I drive and pull. Next one, same thing, but from mid-shin. So now I'm in my setup position as if I was gonna take that from the floor. Woo, I'm breathing. Jody, still in recovery mode. That's okay, me too. Take your time. So from the bottom, knees are in front of the bar, chest is up proud, push away from the floor across the knees, get vertical, and then drive. I'm gonna have to take my hat off here now. Give me a minute here. Flipping it around. Catch your breath, keep warming up, hit some reactions. Whew. Audio check, audio check. We got static, or how we doing here? Check, check, check. Audio check, audio check. Not bad. Okay. Next piece of the warm-up. Oh, I should have switched that. Should have done push presses, which you could do. What I should have done is take your bar onto your back with that snatch grip and get some push presses, just dip, drive, press. Maybe some strict presses. Probably shouldn't have turned the hat around first. Oh well. And then from there, we'll talk about the power snatch. So we're gonna go high hang power snatch to warm this up. Bar in the hip crease, dip, jump, catch. Receive that thing, elbows locked out, knees bent, and then stand. Let's get a few more there from the hip crease. Dip, drive, catch. Dip, drive, catch. Really think about using the legs. Let's do a couple here where we come into a squat. If you need, catch and then ride it down, as opposed to dropping right into the squat if you don't have that. Otherwise, from the hip crease, dip, jump, catch, squat and stand. Get a few there. Dip, jump, catch, stand, reset. All right, shake it out for a sec, then we'll do the whole complex, and then I'll give you a minute or so to get some weight on the bar. And obviously, this complex will take, 15 seconds. You can feel free to add weight through this, through those 10 sets, increasing as you go if you'd like. So, what we're looking at for the complex, once again, from mid-shin / the floor if you got bumpers, power snatch, and then you can put it down and reset, or go touch and go, and snatch. So, take a minute, try out some weights. We'll get going in a minute here. Drop any questions you might have in the chat or the comments. Hit that thumbs up button. And if you like what we're doing here so far, join the channel. Join the YouTube community. Where's my collar here? Oh. Sometimes the kids move the stuff around and they don't know where it is. All right, what weights are we thinking to start here with? Thinking I'll probably start here at 85. Oh, I was excited that we would have done maybe the open workout here, but I noticed in the rules it has to be a 45-pound bar for the guys, and this is a 35, so I got to do it at the gym again. Talia, thumbs up and emotions. Thank you. You lifting with us this morning, Talia? All right, maybe we'll start at 95. Yes, coach. Jody, one more demo. Yeah. So that warm up there was a demo, but I'll give you one more. So once again, before we go, oh, I see. All right, thank you very much. I'll do it one more time anyways, just in case. So from the floor, push away, jump catch, power snatch, right? So no squat on that one, receiving locked out at the elbows but bent at the knees. Reset at the bottom, and the second one will be a full snatch into a squat. Once again, if that's new to you, feel free to ride it down as opposed to dropping into it quickly. Otherwise, I think we're ready to go. So, second part here. Power time. If this is brand new and this is really light, feel free to do 2 sets every minute just to get a little more exposure. Obviously, if it's really heavy, take your time to rest in between. Okay, let's do it. 1, 0, 10 of them. All right. 10 seconds. Power snatch, snatch every minute on the minute for 10. Let's do the first one. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. All right. 1 down. The idea, hopefully, is that we tighten those up and make them better as we go, as we kind of warm up into it. And this is one of those movements that really, unless you're in a weightlifting or a CrossFit gym, you're probably not exposing yourself to at all. Just because it is something that takes some technique to coach, and a lot of people avoid coaching it. But don't avoid practicing it. Remember, you can always do it with the stick, and the benefits are, well, there are many of them. So 3, 2, 1. So avoiding it just leaves you with lack of capacity. Two down. Once again, this doesn't need to be fast and not aggressive if you're brand new. Just learn the technique. Move it with whatever speed is accessible to you. Find some good positions. Learn it as you go. That's 2 down, 8 to go. It's getting a little sweaty in here. Let me know in the comments what kind of weights we're using, how it's feeling, how much experience we have with this movement. 3, 2, 1. Set 3. Okay, we left that one out in front. Look at that. Jeez. Who's doing this? That wasn't great either. Wow. Okay, well, we're all over the place on that one. Maybe we'll stay here for another set. It happens, right? Sometimes it's not perfect. Ideally, we're able to assess what we did wrong, how we can make those changes for the next one to be more successful. I know I didn't finish the pull on that one. Make sure I get tall on the next one. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. All right, that one felt a little better. Let's go up a little bit. Once again, if it feels good, feel free to go up. Floor is getting sweaty. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Here we go. Halfway. 5 down, 5 to go. Can't wait for the summer when it's going to be just the swimming pool in here. I need some kind of mat or something. 20 seconds. 10. Set 6 coming up here. 3, 2, 1. Six down, 4 to go. Put a little bit more on there. How are they feeling here, team? Whew. Who loves the snatch? I definitely do. As much as some days it's frustrating, challenging. Love it. All right, number 7. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Whew. 7 down. 3 to go, team. Feels good. So far, so good, team. You guys are doing awesome. A little dizzy. Remember, stick around afterwards. We'll cool it down. Take action towards our goals like we do every day. And I've got some clips. Good morning, Emily. All right, go ahead. That felt pretty good. 2 to go. Well, why don't we go up one more? How we doing this morning, Emily? You lifting? You guys just getting into the gym? Caught in traffic, uh-oh. Well, you made it, welcome. Emily, you gonna do 26.3 today? Looks like a uncomfortable one. 10 seconds. Go ahead when you're ready. Second last set. Woo. One more to go. Woo. Almost done. Whew. Last set coming up. Don't run away. Whew. Don't neglect your homework. All right, last one. 3, 2, 1. When you're ready. Whoa. Hey, not the best one ever, but got it done. Whoa, I was busting up my shins. Great job, team. Walk it around, catch your breath, give yourself a pat on the back. You got up early, made it happen, dedicated yourself towards your fitness. If you are dedicated to more than that, if you want to step up your life as well as your fitness, join us in the full 5 a.m. morning, whatever it's called, 5 a.m. Squat Club morning routine. We get together before our kids wake to prime our minds, move our bodies with intensity, improve our fitness, and then take action on our goals every day so that we can create the lives we want. Join us. Amelie, it's burpees, over the bar, cleans, and thrusters. Lots of them. Lots of them. All right, team. Let us get into a little cool down here. Let's just think. Thrusters. Let's go. You know what? Let's do a double. We're just going to sit on our shins and get the old PVC out as well. I like PVC. So sitting on the shins, you might get a quad stretch out of this, maybe not. If you want more, excuse me, you can always lean back, close up the knee a little bit more. If you want, take the PVC around as well and get yourself a little shoulder and chest stretch at the same time. And we'll just talk briefly about just this idea of, well, I mean, a couple of things. One is just carve out the time, right? You will not find time for the things that you think are important, especially if you're busy with kids and with other obligations. So carve it out to make it happen. I mean, it's as simple as that. If it's important to you, make it happen. And then a little note on weightlifting, right? Snatch and clean and jerk are oftentimes reserved for, high-level athletes with high-level coaches, and as a result are kind of avoided by everybody else. But there's so much value in those movements in terms of power and speed, coordination, flexibility, agility, accuracy, balance, all those things, that if you neglect them, if you're not even trying to learn them, that there's going to be a big hole in your fitness. If your goal is broad, general, inclusive fitness like it is here. So that's why at least once a week, generally on Fridays, we get into those movements. We practice the technique so that we can eventually apply a good deal of power to them, right? You want to learn them in a safe, controlled way and then add weight as you go. So weightlifting Fridays, don't miss them. Lots of value in the clean and jerk and the snatch and all the pieces that go along with that. Now, we're not done. We talk about this all the time, that we work on our fitness together, but then if you've got goals in your life, they're not going to happen unless you take that action. So we set aside an hour every morning after we prime our minds and bodies. Right now it's 10 to 6 a.m. So from 10 to 6 to 10 to 7 or 6 to 7, whatever, maybe go rinse off a little bit first. If I do this every day and I sit down and I, after defining my goals, do an hour of work towards them with consistency, which is really the key here to anything, right? Nothing's going to happen in one big explosion of progress. It's always going to come from long-term action over time. And that consistency, if you do that work every day, that's when you achieve your goals. That's how you get there, right? The people that you look up to that are somewhere that you want to be, they're there because they've done the work long-term. They didn't win some magical goal lottery. They did the work, and they did the work, and they did the work over and over and over again. So if you just follow this program, you join us every morning, I'm going to drill it in, right? We're going to remind ourselves every day that after we get sweaty and we get fit, that we're going to take action to move our goals forwards every day. New chatter, Mike. Like the stream for the algorithm. Yes, sir. Thank you. Do you work out with us, Mike? Tell us about you. Where are you from? What's your training look like? Is this your first time joining us? All right, while we're doing it, the only thing I fear more than burpees is thrusters. I like it, Amelie. I like burpees. I just don't like that many thrusters, especially after all the wall balls we've done. But I'm not complaining. All right, let's see what we got here clip-wise. All right, so yesterday we are back to cold. We had those few days of slightly warmer weather where everything melted, and now, as you can see, the trees are covered with ice. We had that freezing rain the other day, and then it got cold, cold, cold. So the whole place is just covered with a sheet of ice, as you can see on the driveway. Those tracks in the driveway were made when it was still pretty warm, and now that's just solid. What else? I don't know if this is the same one. Oh yeah, this is just the this is the freezing. Try to get a good clip of the ice all over the grass in the field, but it's not as pretty as I thought it would look. They look like little ice crystals all over the place, and if you see the tops of the trees, they're shiny as well. That's kind of neat. Not a bad job. Mike says, California. Currently inactive in the gym, but playing with my kids and doing push-ups around them, hanging too. Hey, that's a great start. Mike, I know we're not in your time zone, and this would be pretty challenging for you because it'd be 2 a.m., but if you, the program is all about getting up before your kids, doing the work. So feel free to watch on the replay. Even still, it's like almost just 3 o'clock right now. I like it though. It sounds like you're setting the example for those kids. Push-ups, hanging, show them how to do it, right? I love it. Okay. All right. Here's the big clip, and I haven't actually watched this, by the way, but as I mentioned earlier in the week, we, my wife and I, now officially, got married yesterday. We've been together for almost 13 years now, and as you can see, we got 2 little kids there who aren't supposed to be on the video, but we went into our local town hall. And did it. So officially wife now. I can say that without being off. Mike, best of luck on your journey. I think it's time for bed for me. Hey, well, thanks for joining in, Mike. Check out a workout sometime. Let us know in the comments how you like it. Set that example for those kids, dude. Have a good one. Thank you, Amelie. There we go. There we go. Exciting, eh? I didn't get a kiss from the kids, but oh well. All right, so that's the excitement in my life. I know it didn't seem like a big ordeal. My mom came out, she got dressed up, and she's like, "You're gonna wear jeans?" I said, "Yes." I mean, we've been doing this for a long time already. This is just making it official. So, official, there we are. And so, team, I love you guys. You guys have been fantastic. This has been a lot of fun this morning. Remember, we do this every day. So just join us, come with us, improve your fitness, reach your goals. We do it together every day. So join us. I love you guys. Quick shout outs to the team. We had some comments from Mr. Terry, Megan, Jody, Amelie, Talia, and Mike N. Special shout out to Jody. I think you're the only community member here, Jody. First one, longest running. Awesome. Amelie, love you guys as well. You guys have yourselves a fantastic day and great weekend. We'll be here for Sandbag Saturday tomorrow. So I hope to see you all here tomorrow. Have a great day.